Hey, hi. Hey, Peter, Watch Retrospect. How you doing? It's been a good couple of weeks, a few weeks since I've done any real content. Did a couple of shorts. Been a little under the weather for the past week. Seems like everybody here in California has been. Here it is going into the summer. It seems like everybody's sick. But anyway, I'm going to do another little bit on my Christopher Ward. I've done things on my Trident Pro 300, which is right here. Let's maybe back out some. And I don't know, talk about a few other watches. This is I did a video. I've done a few videos on this watch. Okay, and what we got again is a Christopher Ward Trident Pro 300 in black, 40 millimeters. This watch, I've raved about this watch many times. See if you can get a little bit better in focus, and just talk about how crazy good these are for the money. And damn, they really are. But I did a little video not too long ago, and it talked about how, it asked a question if this particular watch, my Trident, could kind of fill my void that I have had for a Rolex Submariner, and the reason being because I've owned them before. I've had 3 different Submariners, and I let them all get away from me. And then obviously the price went crazy. The last one I sold was in 2019. Then, they're worth twice what I sold mine for in 2019. And that one was a two-tone one. But anyway, there's another video about that with me snibbling about, how good my Christopher Ward was. But I don't know. It just reminded me too much of my Submariner. So I wouldn't wear it all that much. It would almost torment me. It's like, oh, hey, what a beautiful watch. But then I look at it, it's like, damn, how come I don't still have my Submariner? But anyway, we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But what we're going to talk about here on this is how much I even appreciate this watch even more. And there's a reason I appreciate it even more. And the reason is I finally did obtain it. I guess I'll call my grail watches. I finally did obtain a Submariner, another one. And I'm going to show it here in a second. I got a 16610, old, pre-ceramic as they call it. And I even got a later one that's even got the engraved rehaut in it and stuff. And I'm really happy that I finally got that, and it at least takes that stupid dynamic away when I look at a watch and say, hey, this is a really nice watch, but damn, if only I had my Submariner still. So I've exercised that demon, because I kid you not, it certainly shouldn't have, but it kind of tormented me at times. So anyway, so real quick, and then we'll just want to talk about this watch and try not to make this too long of a video, but here we go. Here's my long, elusive Submariner. This is, again, a 16610. This one is it's an M code. It's a serial number, so it's an 07 or 08. And oddly, too, I don't know if you know that, but the serial number actually starts with M5, and I have an older M5, BMW M5, so I thought that was kind of showed it was destiny to be mine. But this is not about this watch. This is just to announce that, damn, I can finally exercise that demon that I've had, that I haven't had my stupid little Submariner. And that, believe me, mentally it wasn't healthy to miss one so much. But what it does, another dynamic that it does, it just lets me even more so appreciate how awesome this Christopher Ward Trident is. And all Christopher Ward watches just punch so much higher above their price level. This watch you're looking at is a 40 millimeter, like I said, and in the sense of Submariner-ish, it really, has an oyster bracelet, like 80% of the watches out there too. So it does. That's Rolex for sure. But if you look at it, the indices, the hands, the bezel, which is incredibly good, the case, which is this light catcher case. Again, this is not a full review of this watch. I have other videos like that, but just an announcement that now that I have obtained really what is a benchmark in dive watches, all right, the Submariner, that's a benchmark. It's one of the greatest dive watches. It's one of the greatest watches in horology history. Now that I got that, it, it was going to do one of two things. It was going to either like, oh, let me wear my Rolex because it's a Rolex, or it might just make me appreciate this watch and a lot of my other watches I have, even including my Rolex Explorer that I also have, even that much more. And that is what this video is about, is this how awesome this watch is. $1,100. $10.95 is still retail on the, well, they call it a Beta bracelet. Bracelet's awesome. And again, I'm not going to do a full review. You can adjust this on the fly. I'm not going to take it off and dissect this watch right now. It's just again to just affirm my feelings on Christopher Ward and this particular watch, the Trident Pro 300. Just how wonderful a watch it is for the money. They are not, I mean, seriously, $1,100, and it's just an incredible watch. Yes, it doesn't say Rolex on it. It's not a flex watch in any way. It has a Solita movement, not a Rolex, 3135, I think they are in the Submariner. But nor do you get the costs that are associated with fixing a movement like that. But it is just beautiful watch. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this Submariner on, and let's look at them together. Or not even put it on. I'm just going to, pick it up so you can look at it. I mean, here's the face on it. Again, it just came out in 1953. So design-wise, it's got to be a little long in the tooth. I mean, the damn thing's iconic. I mean, it really is. It's an iconic watch. But it's also, to some people, it could be outdated. So, if you, let me get wider here. And we can see both of these. But, looking at these two things, these watches side by side, no one would be crazy to look at these two watches and think that Christopher Ward, that they would prefer the Christopher Ward as far as aesthetically. That's all we're talking. This is a Rolex. The movement's better, obviously. It's like a second or two a day fast. It's been really good. It's a Rolex, But you can buy 8 of these. You can buy 8 of these compared to one Rolex, one Submariner, at least at the price you have today. So, I mean, again, it just affirms to me this, having these two watches together just affirms to me how wonderful this Christopher Ward really is. And if anybody's thinking of getting one of these, and they come in a 38, a 40, or 42, so it doesn't matter your size. The 40 seems to be, I know for me it works perfect. I've seen reviews. Some people think the 38 is too small, 42 is too big, whatever. But whatever might fit you, they make it. They make something that would work. They got 4 colors. They got the green. They got this black. They do black very well. I also have a Sealander GMT, and that, dial is beautiful too. It's got these sparkly indices. Look at the if you can see it on the end of the indices, with this lighting, it won't show it, but it does. It will just start to sparkle. You got green, black, you got a white, and a blue dial. So, you can definitely find one. But man, if you're thinking of getting one of these, don't even hesitate. $1,100. I mean, there's other good $1,000 watches. I know that. There's other good ones. I'm not saying there isn't, but I'm sorry. This here competes to watches $2,000-$3,000. Easy. Bezel, one of the best sounding bezels, and it's butter. Be honest with you, I enjoy it easily as much as the Submariners. It might even be better. I'm not saying it's built better, but the way it feels, it's not perfect. It doesn't give you a whole lot of purchase area. It'd be one of my few gripes on it, but it's so smooth. It's very easy to operate yet. So it's got this great bezel, 5-year warranty, looks like it does, and I don't know, $1,100. You tell me if there's a better watch out there for the money. But hey, I really appreciate it. This is Peter Watch Retrospect. And my last word again, thinking of looking at one of these, purchasing one of these Trident Pro 300s by Christopher Ward. Don't even hesitate. Just do it. You will never regret it. And hey, and if you have a Rolex Submariner or whatever Rolex you might have, or Omega Seamaster or whatever other, high-end luxury watch, all the more you would appreciate this, all the more. And $1,100 watch isn't a beater watch, but hey, instead of walking around with a $10,000 watch, maybe in certain places you're going, you'd be better off wearing something like this. And it doesn't really look like a Rolex. So anybody who's thinking of stealing watches, they're not, if they know better, they would know this is not a Rolex. So you don't have to worry about getting clunked on the head for it. So just another advantage. But anyway, hey, you're thinking of one of these, jump on it. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, Peter Watts Retrospect, really appreciate your time. Thanks so much.